excited to have you here today. Manrina, how are you?
Yeah, good. Thank you for inviting me.
Pleasure to have you here. Straight into it. Would you like to maybe start off by telling us a bit about your business and the kind of services you provide?
Yeah, so I am an aesthetic dental surgeon. Some people know them as cosmetic dentists. Patients come to me for full face assessment. I have a look at their face and their skin and their teeth and their gum and their lips, and give them suggestions about how they could look better. So I'm like a plastic surgeon for the mouth. I have
Lovely.
my own business here. It's called DRMR. It's named after me. It's my initials, Dr. Manrina Rhode. And it's a full body transformation center. So we have a team of world-class experts that help you be your best you.
Amazing. I love it so much. You've got your own one-stop shop of looking your very best, and you've got a whole team of people that help you there.
That's right.
Now, sounds very easy in practice. Just get a team of amazing people working together to produce a good result. I mean, along the way, you may have found some challenges in assembling a world-class team. When we see it all the time in sport, in football, you try to string a bunch of really good players together. Maybe they don't gel. Maybe there's some tactical issues, etc. I mean, have you faced any challenges, issues, ups and downs in your journey while you're bringing this team of world-class surgeons together to achieve your ambitions?
So the surgeons haven't been a problem. I'm really proud of my clinical team. They're world class. They're very personable. They're very easy to work with and work very well together, creating treatment plans for our patients as a whole.
Mm.
I think more of a struggle is with creating the admin team, and it's because we try to provide service at such a high level. There's no space, there's no room for mistakes. There's no, everything has to be perfect. Our clients don't come to us because we're cheap or we're down the road. They come to us because they've looked for the very best, and that's what they expect in return from every single team member. I usually say that within every industry, so within receptionists, within dental nurses, within treatment coordinators, the top 5% of those people are the ones that we would consider to work with us here at DRMR. And trying to work out who sits within that 5% is a bit of a process.
Mm. I can imagine because you're going out to select the best. Now, plenty of business owners listening to this video podcast are probably thinking, I want to recruit the best, but I just can't seem to attract some of the hottest talent out there in the industry. I mean, what advice, strategies, or approaches could you share with people in whatever respective industry they're in to attract the best employees? I mean, what have you done to attract the best talent
Yes,
into your business?
yeah, I think building a brand. So I'm very active on social media. I have I met you on LinkedIn, Amit, but I also have a very popular Instagram page, which is my name, Dr. Manrina Rhode, Dr. Manrina Rhode, and a lot of dental professionals follow that page. It's designed for I guess more for patients, like for the public, but dentists find it really interesting, and so my followers are probably half half patients and dentists or dental professionals. So I've spent the effort building my brand over the years, over my 21 years in practice. Instagram's been around. I've been using Instagram since about 2011, so that's 13 years now. So I was using it right from the very beginning when it came about, and it means that people know who I am and they know what I've done and they know what my ethos is and what I believe in. And so when I came to build my super clinic, which only opened 18 months ago, a lot of the dental world knew about it and there was hype about it. So
Right.
I guess for those people who are working in nice clinics outside of London, and who think, well, no, actually, I want something else. What's the next step in my career? Then I think they understand that potentially this sort of place is the next step.
Brilliant, gotcha. So really creating a strong brand creates a good gravitas towards your business
Mm.
to help hire those the staff members you want to
Strong
attract. But
brand and sharing that brand, because if you've got it and no
mm,
one knows about it, creating a brand and then creating a strong social media presence.
amazing. So social media presence is always really important for everyone, particularly when you also attract the right kind of people. Now, attracting the right kind of people is one thing, having them there is one thing, but keeping them motivated and challenged, especially when they're the best in class, is another thing, right? I mean, how do you if you had a bunch of Cristiano Ronaldo's in your team, how do you keep them motivated and challenged? So how do you go about maybe motivating, challenging your staff members to
Yeah.
continue delivering at the standards that you ever want to see increasing?
Yeah, so I think the most important thing is looking at the personality when you're hiring. So I
Mm.
always say to my team members when I interview them that we are looking, in the industry you have donkeys and you have racehorses. So you have donkeys and they go sit in a field and they look scruffy and they eat grass and they chill. And then you have racehorses. And racehorses have a shiny coat and they win awards and they eat well and they train well and they want to win and succeed and look good and be the best that they can that they can be. And I think there's a lot more donkeys out there than there are racehorses. And I'll ask my candidates when they come from interview, which one are you? And it's amazing how many of them will just look at me and be like, oh, I'm a donkey, but I'd love to be a racehorse. And that tells you that there and then. You first of all want to hire people who want to
They
succeed and
ask
want.
me directly, are you a donkey or a racehorse? And they answer honestly.
Yeah, I think that's quite, in a
Fantastic.
way, that's quite sweet in itself. When someone says they're a donkey, you're like, that's so honest.
At what point, at that point, what do you do? When somebody tells you that, okay, it sounds really weird when I say this, but when somebody tells you that they're a donkey, what thought goes through your head?
Yeah, I had a guy recently that I interviewed who told me he was a donkey at the interview, and I just thought he was so sweet. Like I almost actually wanted to hire him just because, like,
Oh,
sweet. He said, "Oh, to be honest, I'm a donkey, but I'd really like to be a racehorse." And you think, oh, no, you got the nurturing Manrina means like, oh, let
yeah.
me bring you in and turn you into one. But in reality, I don't know how easy it is to turn a donkey into a racehorse. I think you're usually born as one or the other. And at the level at which we work here, so I always liken the clinic to liken us to swans, that we're sailing around the clinic, and underneath our feet are doing this like
Yeah.
pedaling because we're trying so hard for everything to be perfect. And you have to have some sort of satisfaction in that. That has to give you a buzz to
Mm.
go through treatment and have a perfect day, or and be like, high five, that was awesome, we did such a good job then. When we have these clients that could go to any clinician in the world, and they choose to come here, and then at the end they say things like, oh, this is a finely tuned machine, or that was such a brilliant experience. Those things should give us a high and make us feel really proud, and every team member needs to be the sort of person that cares about achieving that every day. So I
Yeah.
think firstly it comes from who you hire in the first place, but I do think maintaining that attitude is also something that's important. And I think the culture of the clinic needs to be really strong. So the brand needs to be strong, the culture needs to be strong. You need to understand what the culture is, and your team need to understand it. And as a
Mm.
founder, I think you're the best person to make sure your team understand the culture. We have weekly team meetings and we have monthly practice meetings. So team meetings are with myself and the administrators, and practice meetings are with all the clinicians as well. And in that we'll always go through culture and through examples of where we're shining and where we're doing well. So the team are always reminding about what we're trying to achieve here. You're not just coming to work to get through your day. You're coming to work, leave whatever's going on in your life at home, and you come in. You're on show. This is a theatre, right? Let's make sure we have an amazing day and our clients have an even better experience.
Mm. And it's so important, isn't it? Like leaving whatever's happening at home. Everyone comes with a bit of baggage, like it or not. This is life. Everyone's got something. But the moment they walk through into your practice, it's got to be like, right, it's showtime. The curtains have opened, right?
That's it. Yeah, you're the patient's the most important person here, and let's put them above us, and let's make sure with these patients, they're like, for us, we do these treatments every day, but for them,
Mm.
something big and exciting, 85% of people are unhappy with their smile. They did a recent survey, and if you ask
Okay.
a group of people, 85% of people would want to change something about their smile. So making that decision, and as human nature, we all want to look better, right? Anyone
Yeah.
that tells me they don't want to look better is lying. I think I can't imagine a human being that would not look better given the opportunity to. And so by the time you make that step, that you're like, you know what, I want to fix my smile. I'm going to do. You won't stumble upon me. You'll do your research. Oh, I found
Mm.
Dr. Manrina Rhode. I'm going to go to her to fix my smile. You've booked the appointment. You've taken time off work to come in during the week because we're open Monday to Friday to come and see me, and then you're here for the appointment. It's such an exciting
Yeah,
thing
of
for our clients every single time, every single one that comes in.
course.
And we can't forget that. We need to then go on that journey with them. And every step of the journey, when they decide what their treatment plan is and what they're going to have done, every appointment is so important. And you have to treat every patient like it's fresh and it's new and it's the first time and it's exciting. We
Yeah,
can't get bored and lazy about it, because it's not the 100,000th or whatever. I've done 14,000 veneers. It's not the 14th
yeah,
time for them.
exactly. It's the first time for them. It's the first time they're paying the fees they are paying. So they want to feel like, they're going on a first class holiday to
Exactly.
wherever
It's
they're
really
coming.
well, definitely, yeah, they're traveling first class, and secondly, they're going through a really exciting change, and they've put their trust in us to deliver that change for them, and for all the thousands of dentists in the world they could have gone to, and I don't think
And
that should be taken lightly.
no, seeing as an honor.
Mm.
Final question before we wrap up. I mean, you've been on a business journey, and before the session started, you told me a bit about how long your journey's been. I mean, so you've been roughly 18 years in the industry. You've been running your business coming up to 4 years now. However, if you were to start all over again, or speaking to the younger version of Dr. Marina, what one piece of advice would you share to her to help increase the speed of your journey to where you are right now?
So 21 years. I graduated 21 years ago. So 21
Right,
years I've
20.
been in the industry. Yeah. So I think someone asked me this question recently, actually, and I think I wouldn't change anything about my journey. I think the order that I did this in and what I've done was correct. However, it's amazing how powerful building my brand was. And when I did it, I didn't even know that I was doing it. I just kind of like it was organic to me and it was natural to me to share who I was, share the work that I do, share the knowledge that I have. And through building my brand through social media and mainly for me through Instagram has been so valuable. It's allowed me to build my dream clinic. It's allowed me to attract clients from all over the world, the kind of clients that I want to see, lovely, lovely people who I resonate with, and they resonate, we resonate with each other. They've chosen me and they're my tribe, and they come to see me. And so if I'd known what I was doing was going to be so valuable and so impactful, I'm pleased with what I've done, but I would have gone even harder at it. So, for those of you that haven't started your social media journey, I can't tell you how amazing it's been for me and how much I recommend doing that.
Brilliant. So going hard on social media is one
Mm,
key bit of advice you give to yourself, but also to people listening here today. No
mm,
doubt it's so important. Social media is probably the number one way to market your business right now.
mm.
And it's a great piece of advice to leave us with. Dr. Manrina Rhode, good luck in the rest of your journey. Hope our paths cross again in the future. You've been amazing today. And let's just hope you come across more racehorses and no more donkeys in your pursuit of recruitment.
It's
Thanks a lot for
been
your time.